everyone, it's Tiffany with Ready Set Crop. Getting ready to do another live process video on this very muggy Thursday. I feel like it's getting muggier as the day goes by. I don't know how it feels where you are. Get myself all set up here. Give everybody a chance to hop on. I just came in my craft room just a few minutes ago and my craft room is a bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to take some time tomorrow and do some cleaning because it's a little crazy. I'm sure that happens to you guys sometimes. Straighten out a little bit. So how's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. Hi Gail, hi Tony. Oh, I'm glad it's been a great day, Tony. That's good to hear. Did you do anything fun and exciting? I was working. So this is my layout from last night in case anyone didn't see it. I have been doing Disney this week. I did this one on Monday night and this one was last night. Or Tuesday night and last night. And tonight is Thinking of You Thursday. Hi Jen, nice to see you. So tonight I am going to make greeting cards, but I figured since I've been having a Disney week, I'm just going to keep going. I've got all my Disney papers sitting here on my messy desk. I am going to make some greeting cards using my Disney papers. And I've got this assortment from Echo Park that has all kinds of really fun papers and stickers. And it's called Magical Adventure. It's an older set. Now they have one called Remember the Magic. It's pretty similar. And I'm going to first start by making my background, and I'm going to do a similar technique to what I did last night because I still have my inks sitting here. So rather than reinventing the wheel, I'm just starting with some blank white cardstock 8.5 by 11 that I cut in half. And then I'm going to just take my fired brick distress ink and I'm going to give it a little spray of water, and all I'm going to do is just do some of my splatters, and so that's why I have my 4 cards laid out like this. I can do all 4 at once, hopefully, and just get some splatters going on all my backgrounds. And then I can build up all the fun stuff. So this is kind of a, it's not like a vibrant red, it's like a brick red. Oops. Oh, geez. Just wipe that off. Oh, you're building a craft room. Well, that does sound like a great day, Tony. Is this a new house that you, or a new craft room? Did you kick somebody out that you get to take over a room? My friend Rachel got to do that recently. No, she didn't kick anyone out, but her son moved out and she finally gets a craft room. And so that's very exciting. Okay, this one is Cracked Pistachio. It's a really pretty mint green, probably one of my favorite Ranger colors these days. I've had this Cracked Pistachio one for a long time, but it's really, really pretty. I didn't put enough ink on there, so I'm going to add a little bit more. I don't think I sprayed it. Maybe that was the problem. You were working too, Gail? How are things going in your work world? Everybody doing all right? I did a Crafternoon live for the library today, and I made cloud dough, which is just cornstarch and lotion. It was really fun. It's a good messy craft, but not super messy. And then I made little kits. Well, I didn't physically make them myself. Somebody else in the library made them. And then the kids can let me know what they want for kits and pick them up. curbside because that's what we're doing these days at the library. And I think I'm going to start doing that once a week. Doing a live video for them, showing them a craft, and then having the supplies all packed up that they can just come by and pick up and try it themselves. Alright, so I've got all 3 colors of my splatters on there just to make that background. I'm going to wipe off my, this was just on an acrylic block. I'm going to wipe that off so I can set it aside. And I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm just going to lightly dab it on top of my cards just to make sure that any extra, oh there's a lot there, but that's alright, any extra wetness gets picked up so that I can start making my cards and not worry about them being wet. So there we go. So now I have cornstarch to lotion ratio. It's 2 times cornstarch, 1 time lotion. So 2 cups to 1 cup. I did ½ cup to ¼ cup, that kind of thing. Very busy at work. Gail, hospital's back up and running. Well, hopefully healthy things. Well, as healthy as a hospital can be. So I have this punch that I bought from one of you at one of my events at my yard sale. I always do a yard sale at all the Ready Set Crop events, and this punch was in the yard sale. And usually whenever people are selling punches, I buy them because they make a good thing to have on hand. On the tool table. And I bought this one because everybody always loves Disney. So the way I use these kinds of punches is you just slide it till you match up that picture, and then you can get the rest of it. So it's a Mickey Mouse head and a star and the M and his glove. And I'm going to do that on the bottom of all 4 of my cards. And just as long as you slide it down and match it up with the picture underneath, you'll get a good punch all the way through. I'm pretty sure this is by EK Success. Most of this style punch is by them. And they usually work pretty well. This cardstock I buy at Walmart in the stationery aisle. You get like a package of 500 or something for 10 bucks maybe. It's not the best cardstock in the world, but for being a card base, it works well for that. It works just fine. I have all these scraps. I'm not saving them. They're going to go in the recycle bin. Okay, so now I have my 4 card bases with my punches cut out. And I'm going to add a little border to the back of each one. This piece is from, let's see if I can show you. It's from the cover. Whenever you buy a collection, well, a lot of times collections, Echo Park does it, Cartabella does it, a lot of companies will have a piece of paper on the cover that shows you everything in the kit. I always keep that, and I will usually use it for cards because it's got all the patterns, sometimes in miniature form. But you can use this as an embellishment on something else, and I am a frugal scrapper. So I am cutting these strips. Now this is in my head. I have to try it out and see if it actually works. There's only 3 of them, so I'll have to cut another piece from something else. I'll fold my card. Hey Nikki! I know, isn't that punch cute? It's really easy to use. So I have these strips. I'm going to attach them to the bottom of the inside of my card. They're a little bit too long. I'm just going to trim off the excess after I put them on here. Just going to lay it right down. And this technique obviously doesn't have to just be for Disney. If you have a birthday punch would be really cute. I have one that has all candles. That would be adorable to do across your page. Any kind of border punch, pull it out and see what kind of border you could do on a card. Just adds a little interest to your card. I love this one, the cameras. It's really cute. And then I'm just going to flip it over to the back so I can trim off that excess. I have an aunt named Mickey, and I made her a Disney card last February for her birthday. She has a lot of Disney things in her life because of her name. So maybe I'll save one of these for her for next year. Yeah, it's a really cute border punch. I like it a lot. I have one that's trees, like evergreens. That would be really pretty with this technique. All right, I need one more piece. I'm going to use this one. And I'd say it's probably about a 1/2 inch. So that's fun, that polka dot. Just going to trim a little 1/2 inch piece. And then 5.5 inches long. So that's the size you need for that interior strip. And you know, if you're doing this, just test out your pattern papers, because not all of them will work. Some of them will look better than others, but so there you've got your pattern. Like that one doesn't really work great because there's too much white space, but that's what I did. This one works the best, I think, with the black. That looks really cool. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out my papers and my stickers and see. Oh, I wanted to use this banner. I love this banner. It's so cute. I am going to do a quick fussy cutting of one strip of these banners. And I'm just cutting along the outside a little bit, just so it has a tiny bit of a frame around it. And then I'm going to do the same thing across the next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut these individual banners out or not. That's a lot of work if I do that. I'm not sure if anyone wants to see me do that. So I might just leave them as is. Now they're not going to look very cute like that. I'm going to have to cut them. They're triangles, so that's easy enough to just trim these a little bit. And I could a few and only trim some. If you had a banner punch, this would be a great time to use it. I do have a banner punch, but I just wanted to use this paper and just show you different ways. Sometimes people don't always know of how to translate their scrapbook paper into card making paper, or vice versa. If you're a card maker, you're looking at stuff as a card maker and not as a scrapbooker. But you can really use all of it for everything. And especially if you get to the end of a collection that you have, you did a ton of pages with it, and then you just have, you're kind of down to the nitty-gritty. Perfect time to use all those scraps and make some fun cards with the scraps that you get. Alright. I gotta do the end. I don't know why I skipped that part. Oh, it is so muggy here. I'm sweating from scrapbooking. I suppose I need to get fans. We don't have AC in my house. I live in a Victorian from the 1800s, so there's no such thing as AC. And normally it's pretty cool, but it's just so muggy right now. Okay, that looks cute. I like that a lot. I'm going to trim this last one here. And I'm going to attach it with my tiny attacher, because that's really the best way to attach a banner. Just looks even cuter on the layout. So I've got that there. Now I'm going to pull out the stickers and see. My idea is to kind of create all 4 bases and then add one of these stickers to each one. So I'm going to go with this castle for this one. And put that on here. It's a little bit big. I'm going to use some dimensionals. Ooh, I'm running low on dimensionals. I'm going to have to give my friend Jen Pitta a call and say I need dimensionals. I'm running low. I know, you know, when I scrapbook, you always see me using pieces of foam, but for cards, I love using pop dots, dimensionals, that kind of thing. Just a lot easier. You could certainly use scraps of foam too. But yes, it's a nice Victorian house. It's nice living in an old home with a lot of character. I do love that. It's big. It's a big house. Okay. So now I am going to use my own handwriting for this. You could also obviously stamp. There's lots of stickers on here. Just gonna see. Yeah. I'm opening this up just because it's kind of bumpy. So I'm going to say hoping your day is, and then I'm going to write magical. Get a thicker pen. I love that pen. Aha. I like this one. I was using a really, really fine point Sharpie, which is good for journaling, but I needed something that stuck out a little bit more. So now I'm just going over each letter and thickening it up a little bit, especially on the downstroke. I have a gray marker. Now I'm going to go over each letter with the gray. That's going to give it a shadow effect. I think I'll go over my little letters too. They don't show up very well. And if you have Disney fans, this would be a really cute card to send to them. But like I said, you could use this technique with any kind of card and just use your scraps of paper. See what else I have. Dream big together and love. This would be a cute wedding card actually if you knew somebody that was getting married. See what else I have here. I used this punch last night, and that red castle is really cute. I will probably use that. I'm going to cut out this magic. Need to trim this away so I can get to my punch. Hey Stephanie, I'm making Disney cards tonight. Oh, thanks Nicole. Thanks Nikki. You could also, if you didn't love your handwriting, you could print sayings on the computer, and then you could actually print right on your 8.5 by 11 paper and then create your card around that. So on this one I'm going to write wishing you magic. Draw a little line under it. And go back with my gray. I just like how the gray gives it a little shadow effect. Adds a little extra something to it. And I am going to pop this one up on a big piece of foam. Trim it down a little bit more. Fits. And I got my little black Prima ink. Ink up the edges of this one. Love to ink up edges of things whenever I have the chance. There's wishing you magic. Oh, I'm going to take this little heart, put it right in the middle of my camera. That's cute. Alright, there's card number 2. So I'm just building up some cards with whatever stickers I find here. This is cute. Life's an adventure. Enjoy the ride. I like that. I'm going to add a little bit more banner to that one. I was going through my Disney photos and I actually don't have a ton. So I think 3 or 4 more layouts and I might kind of have the gist of my trip. So different from when the kids were little and you were getting pictures of every little thing and all the characters. And when we went last time, the kids didn't want to take any pictures with characters. So I weirdly have a lot of pictures of characters like from a distance, and there's other kids in the photo. So I don't think I'll end up scrapping those because that just seems really creepy in hindsight. And like, oh look, there's Mary Poppins with some random little girl. So I think all those will be going to the scrap pile. Alright, I'm going to staple this banner on too, just like the other one. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, these are, you know, just fun. These are great to have on hand. I have a huge drawer of cards. Well, it's not a huge drawer, but, you know, it's like shoebox size, and it is filled to the brim, so I really need to get better at sending out cards. Okay. This one, I'm just going to put this on while I'm going to add foam to it, just so it's popped up. And this sticker says, life's an adventure, enjoy the ride. That would be great to send to someone that's moving, starting some kind of new adventure. Really simple, cute card. It's a great way to use up stickers that you have no idea what you're going to do with them. I'm going to punch out that castle because it's just so cute. And I think this one. So this one, I didn't quite get the whole circle, so I'm going to overlap it with this sticker. I'm trying to think of... I don't know if I really like those two together. And I don't want to use It's a Mouse thing because I don't know what reason I would have to send that to anyone. Oh, your birthday's coming up? Alright, good to know. I don't know what sentiment I want in here. I guess I'll do this Dream Big, Together, and Love, because I'm bound to be invited to a Disney wedding at some point. And I can throw that right on there. That is cute. I'm going to ink that up though. Just seems a little dull on the edges, so I'm going to ink it. Ooh, and I have some really pretty ribbon that I think I'll grab. Let's see. Got this fun red and white stripe. And I'm going to grab the good old tiny attacher again and just staple this right onto the tag. Because whenever there is a tag, my personal rule is you have to have some kind of ribbon or twine or something on it. You don't have to follow that rule, but I just think it's a good rule to have. I'm going to stick that there, and I'm going to put a little bit of foam behind that circle. It's always fun to have one element popping up on the card, if you can. Okay, so somebody, if you know of anybody having a Disney themed wedding, let me know. I'll send you this card. You can give it to them. Well, I don't know of anybody having a Disney themed wedding, but I think that would be cute. Okay, so here are my 4 super quick and easy Disney themed cards using my leftovers from my Echo Park kit. Hope your day is magical. Wishing you magic. Life is an adventure. And dream big, together, and love. Those are kind of cute. Yeah, Tony, it's a good rule. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in and seeing my quick and easy Disney cards. If you try this technique with your own punch and you punch through something like that, please let me know. I'd love to see pictures of what you create. It's always nice to know that I'm inspiring somebody to be crafty. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your night. Bye!